So we're back here in slow motion. The players have gotten up to the kitchen, and Georgia is going with Anna Bright cross-court dinks. Georgia putting some pressure on Anna. Anna trying to relieve the pressure. But here in a second, Anna's going to start being able to take some balls out of the air. She moves in. Georgia has to step back. And now she's taking some out of the air, which she can then lob. So this nice lob here, that set up both of her opponents having to go back. There's some communication error problems that happen here with this ball in between both of them. Now, one of the biggest mistakes I see people do when their partner throws up a lob here is they just retreat. Deckel does a great job of realizing this is a pretty good lob. It's not the best lob, but it's good enough. It's like an okay drop shot. It's good enough. And Deckel does not retreat. He sees this as, oh, they're going to slam it, but they're slamming it from about this part of the court, basically, by the time they reach back. And because they're reaching back, they don't have as much power on as if they were able to move in and hit a nice, strong overhead from a good position. So here they go. They're moving back, and there it is again. JW, his body is like this versus his body maybe coming more into it when he's hitting a comfortable shot. So less reason for Deckel to be scared here, and he does a great job of holding his ground. He's ready for what would be the equivalent of like a strong drive from JW. Now this drive, quote drive, is coming from high, so it's becoming higher to lower, or maybe higher to flat, kind of straight at his body, or maybe even at his thighs. And so he's basically just prepared to hit a nice volley off of what would be like a normal drive. This is just a drive coming high to low, essentially. But what is so good about this is it put Anna Bright and Deckel both at the kitchen while their opponents are both back. So this lob from Anna made it so that JW and Georgia basically became the serving team, having to start the point over from the third shot, drop or drive. And that's where we are here. That's what makes the lob so good. It's not that it will end the point. I mean, if it ends the point, great. But it pushes your opponents back and makes them have to earn the kitchen again. So you can both try rolling the ball at their feet and making their life miserable. Now, JW and Georgia, they do a great job of working their way in. They're really seasoned. But just putting that amount of pressure, making them have to play in transition again here, is so good. And that all came from just even an okay lob. It wasn't even a great lob. It was okay. But again, when your partner hits this, it's your instinct to just both of you retreat. And I think it was even Anna's instinct to retreat. I think she probably thought she hit it maybe even a little shorter than she did. But with her opponents both going back and having to reach almost behind them to hit it, they're not going to get as much power on this. And yes, JW did get quite a bit of power for what this shot is, but Deckel is still able to get there. Deckel didn't hit the most amazing shot, but it doesn't have to be amazing. Their opponents are back, and now they're at the kitchen while their opponents have to work in transition. So that was a great lob by Anna Bright, pushing her opponents back. Did they end up winning the point? No. But did they make their opponent's life miserable, having to start over in the middle of the point at the third shot, basically? Yes. And that's what that lob from the kitchen does. Now, when a lob goes really bad, it doesn't even get nearly behind your opponents, and it gets slammed really hard. And it makes your partner mad, probably. It makes you maybe even scared because the ball is coming back so fast. But these are the growing pains that you have to go through when you're learning this lob from the kitchen while your opponent's at the kitchen. So I really think this is one of the shots of the future of pickleball that you're going to see more and more, because again, it just makes your opponent have to earn the kitchen multiple times during the point. Now imagine your opponents start off as the return team, they come up, but then you lob them. Now they're basically the serving team. Let's say they get in again, you lob them again. How many times are you going to make them earn the kitchen in a point before they start going away from you on their dinks, or maybe being forced to hit more aggressive dinks so that you can't reach in and toss it over their head? Or even better, and what could be in the far, far future, is like they even have to start playing a foot or two off of the kitchen line because they're so afraid of your lobs. So that's it. I just wanted to talk about this nice lob from Anna Bright. She's one of the people that is doing this the most and in the pros, and I really like what I'm seeing, and it's creating, again, a lot of pressure on our opponents, making them have to earn the kitchen over and over in a point. Very annoying. Some of us have trouble getting to the kitchen in one time in a point, much less 2, 3, 4 times. And so great job, Anna Bright, and good job, Deckel, by standing your ground, even on a mediocre lob, being ready for your opponent's what would be basically a drive from high to low, and just putting it back in play, making them earn the kitchen again. That's it from this video, and thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.